Hey, what's up, everybody? You are now tuned into T.
And
And it's your girl, Jazzy JN.
my Deezer.
And we in the building, y'all. Once again, thanks for everybody that's been commenting, subscribing, and sharing. We appreciate it. And we have something really important to talk to you guys about today. And we need y'all to get the word out on this one, right, babe?
Yeah, man. This right here is about Miss Gwendolyn
Levi.
Check out this article right here from these news guys right here, and we'll be right back to talk about it.
A 76-year-old woman is being sent back to jail after she failed to answer her phone during class. Gwen Levy was one of 4,500 federal prisoners sent home to complete their sentences during the coronavirus pandemic. She had 8 years of a 24-year sentence left.
Joining us now to discuss this case is the president of Families Against Mandatory Minimums, Kevin Ring. Kevin, welcome. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Can you tell us more about this case and more about the woman at the center of it? What exactly is going on here?
Yeah, it's really crazy. Gwen Levy was serving a 33-year sentence for a first-time drug offense. Hardball tactics by a prosecutor led to that lengthy sentence. She served over a decade and a half. Because of COVID, Congress passed the CARES Act that allowed Attorney General Barr to let a lot of low-level offenders out who had served more than half their sentence, and Gwen was one of them. So she'd been home for about a year, doing everything right. She was becoming an advocate, caring for her 94-year-old mother. And one of the things she was doing to become an advocate was taking computer classes. Obviously, she didn't have a lot of those skills in prison, so she was taking this computer class at through a nonprofit advocacy organization, and she was out of touch when they tried to reach her. Because it was in a former police station, her ankle monitor scrambled, they tried to reach her, her phone was dead. And so they were treating her as an escapee and sending her back to prison for the rest of her sentence. It's absolutely crazy.
And so what? They were claiming that she didn't have the right to attend this class. She hadn't notified them. What's the technicality that they dragged her back to prison on?
Sure, when you're on home confinement, you're wearing an ankle monitor, and you can't do anything without permission. You have to give a schedule ahead of time so that they can track your movements. And so she thought she had permission because she got verbal approval from her case manager. So she had been to this class before even. But when she went this time and they tried to reach her, she didn't answer her phone. And
so why, Kevin? Why doesn't verbal approval work here? I mean, I'm sure that you have argued this on her behalf, and in getting into the details of this obscures the kind of moral obscenity that it is on a grander scale. But I am curious about the details.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's the vagaries of your probation officer of how tight they want to be on something like this. The fact that she was otherwise in compliance and just didn't answer her phone during this period where they called. I mean, as her attorney said, they view you as you might have been robbing a bank, so we're going to treat you as if you were robbing a bank and treat you as such.
So, how representative of the broader issue with mandatory minimums is this particular case? I believe that Gwen had been convicted for dealing heroin, as you said, in a 33-year sentence. In and of itself, is sort of a remarkable statement on what the system looks like. But how representative of the broader system is this case study?
Well, her sentence was ridiculous and obscene, and the fact that she came out and was 76 years old, and she had just turned 76, and didn't need another 15 years in prison. So that goes to the absurdity of how long these sentences are. But what her case is representative of is this problem right now with these 4,000 people who are on home confinement that Bill Barr cleared to go home, said they were safe enough to be back in their community for the rest of their sentence. And now the Justice Department is trying to bring back to prison. And what we fear by President Biden not acting is that you're going to see more cases like Gwen's, where they're on home confinement with these strict rules, and they're going to run afoul of them at some point and be hauled back to prison one by one. So we're urging President Biden to act now, grant clemency to Gwen and 4,000 others who don't need to be back in prison.
And who specifically in the Department of Justice does the heat need to be on here?
I'm afraid at this point it's up to President Biden. The Justice Department is enforcing a memo that the Trump Justice Department issued. They feel bound by that. So the only remedy at this point is executive action and clemency. And so the only way to keep somebody like Gwen home at this point or to get her home is through a commutation of her sentence. It's safe. It's the right thing to do. There's no worry about her being a public safety threat. The same for these 4,000 others. Again, these were people that were cleared by Bill Barr to go home. So they're obeying the rules. They're doing everything right. It's on President Biden at this point.
So you have Miss Gwen Levy, who was actually able to get out of jail at 75, 76 years old after doing a 16-year bid on a 24-year sentence. And she got out during Trump, and she was celebrated. Everybody was happy. She was out. And now Biden comes in and puts her back in jail, man. The probation officer or whoever it was, like, she wasn't actually free. She was confined to the house or something like that. And she's been, she got the clear and the okay to leave out of house to go to a computer class because, when you get out of jail and you're on some type of probation type thing, you can only do positive things like that. It's either work or school. And she was going to some class to learn about computers because she'd been in jail for the last 16 years and trying to learn how to work the internet. So, for some reason, this place, the phone call didn't come through to get in touch. The lawyer was trying to get in touch with her. The probation officer or whatever was trying to get in touch with her while she was in class, in the building. Signals are bad. A cell phone is probably new to her as well, using those. I know that's a shocking type of thing to use too, a portable cell phone after being locked up for 16 years. Because back then, cell phones were either huge or it was just beepers. But anyway, Biden is going to be the only person to get this lady back out of jail. And pray he's going to have to write us something for all 4,000 people that has been taken out of jail during the CARES Act bill.
Exactly. So, y'all, what's going on too is Trump administration did the CARES Act where people were able to be let out of jail during COVID. She applied for that. She actually got to be a part of that during the Trump administration. Mm-hmm. And then Biden is pretty much, his administration is backbiting on that and putting people back in jail under his mandatory minimum sentencing. For one, she's already been railroaded with a 30-something year sentence for drug trafficking when there are people that are murdering people like Amber Geiger and Derek Chauvin who are getting less than 30 years. Mm. And this woman got a 30-year prison sentence, went to a computer class, her phone did not ring, and they put her back in prison to reserve the remainder of her 8-year sentence. This is crazy. We need justice for Gwen Levy, and we need it now, y'all. Text 2133 and text home to 2133 and get notices of the information of what you need. We all need to put this on Twitter. We need to put this on everybody's page. The only way she can get out right now is an executive order. So you guys take a listen to this interview right here, and it's giving you all of her information. And we gotta get Gwen Levy out of jail. Justice for Gwen Levy right now, y'all. All right, so thank y'all so much, everybody, for listening to T.
Man.
And let's share this. We need this to be out by everybody. Everybody, let's get this word out. All right, y'all. Peace. We will also be linking her US Today article that came out a month ago. Some people are saying that this is retaliation to make an example out of Miss Gwen. Y'all let us know what y'all think. Please like, comment below, and please, 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 y'all share this. If you have a larger platform, smaller platform, whatever it is, make sure y'all share, y'all. All right, peace.